check. Test. Test 1, test 2. New test, test 2, test 1, test 2.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is AlgoBox, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Othrew.
Are you ready? Indeed. It is a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. It is gonna be wild. Speaking of wild, I can't even find the right buttons here to press here. Here we go. Let's get down into the fun stuff. Good morning. Let me see. I gotta check some of the sound levels here. All right, let me turn the music up just a little bit here. I need to wake myself up, so allow me a moment, if you would. Crank this up a little bit and sip a few sips of coffee here while I'm kind of looking around, and then we'll talk about what we're doing here on a Mentorship Monday. Get your questions ready. I'm here to answer them all and try to give you a little guidance along the way. Let's do it. Alrighty then. Good morning, Andrew. Appreciate that. Make sure you give us a good morning shout out there in the chat so I can see everybody. Good morning, good morning. What happened to the stream on Friday? Oh, you're talking about the troll? We had a troll farm came in on Friday. That was crazy, right? Good morning, John W. Mr. Melbourne, great to see you. I gotta fix my mic here. I can't hear. Good morning, Bonanza. Dr. M, good morning, Pablo. Douglas, good morning. Good morning. Instantly disable virus protection. Yes, I thank goodness I did do that one. I did do that one this morning. Yay me. I should give myself a gold star for finally remembering to turn off the antivirus. So I tell everybody else to turn off. Stream cut out pre-afternoon trades was just me. It must have just been, no, it might not have been done processing. No, the whole thing's there. Yeah, in fact, we had a lot of good talks there at the end of the day on Friday. Definitely don't miss out on that. Full auto and a huge day. Jansta's in the house. Good morning. Hey, Jansta. Appreciate that. Love the butterfly profile. Puts a smile on my face. Good morning, Captain Price. The man and the legend. Good morning, Sarp. Good morning, Eddie. Here's Johnny. Mr. Hendricks, great to see you. Meyer, good morning. That's a new name. Good morning. Mershu, good morning. It's a new name I haven't seen yet. Good morning. Great to see you. Plutonium is in the house. Good morning, Mark. There's Petro. Chris is in the house this morning. You got the extra portable fans blowing on your laptop. Yeah, I see the market is hot. We got everybody got the emails from their brokers there this morning talking about extra volatility and all of that hot stuff. They did return, at least, I mean, I got several emails from the brokers there that they returned the margins to normal just a few minutes ago, actually, from some of them. Let's see, Daniel D, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Phillips. Yeah, that trollathon was crazy on Friday. Good morning, Dak. We actually, well, one of them, though, I thought was a troll, ended up like coming into our DMs, and it was so nice. He turned on his video camera on his phone and was like, "Hey, I'm legit. I'm really actually asking these questions," and we got some great questions answered there. And it's great to have Simi in the crew, who I had kind of read it wrong there, and I get it wrong sometimes, just kind of like in our trade. Sometimes I get a trade wrong, no worries. All right, let's get into some things here this morning. I'm just kind of getting warmed up. We are early. Got still another 20 minutes before the U.S. Open, so got some time to look around here. I'm going to go ahead and enable the bots. We got a lot of speed here this morning. Now, I'm not suggesting that you just go and turn on the bots. Like, you really need to go through training. You really need to spend some time market replay, getting familiar with the tools, understanding your own personal risk tolerance, and all of that. I'm turning on the full auto bots here, and I've got it across 6 instruments. The Nerd Plus, crude oil, and gold. What is the Nerd, if you're new with us? NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. That is also over here applicable to our direction filter, which I need to scroll all the way to the bottom here. We're currently on strong sell on the Nerd. That is the NASDAQ, ES, RTY, Dow. That is the 4 correlated instruments that we trade here on the futures. Again, if you are trading stocks, the system works on stocks as well. Simply get a stock data feed, attach it to NinjaTrader, and then type in the signal that you want. You can type in AAPL if you want Apple. If you want Tesla, type in TSLA, hit enter. All the charts will shift around, and we do have some videos on that. Again, around here, my specialty is futures, obviously. My name is Vinny Emini, after all, so, you know, any E-minis might be my personal specialty. But when I started out in the trading industry, I'm just like everybody else. I started out in stocks, and then you eventually progress to realize, man, there's a lot of advantages to trading futures. So, all right, so let me turn all these on here. Arm long, arm short, full auto on, Enigma on. Next one, arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. Next, arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. Next, arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. Next, arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on. Done. All right, I'll turn that music down there. Thanks for letting me get a little pumped up here this morning. Okay, let's give the new folks, again, it is Mentorship Monday, so I try to focus a little bit more on getting the new folks acclimated. I know we got a lot of new folks joining in over the weekend. Welcome aboard. Great to have you guys with us. In the morning here, pre-market, we'll get settled in, and I'm going to look at the higher time frames, just 2 that we really care about, what we call the tide and the wave. come back out this way a moment. And another one that we want to look at here is the news here. So let's take a peek at what news items we got. Up here in the top right, you will see right up here, if you guys can see my mouse. So if you are looking here on my screens, you're going to be looking up here at the top right. If you're looking at our little news list, it might be a little bit hard to see, but if you've got our indicators installed on your PC, you'll have them there. If you add the news indicator, I'm going to bring it over here for a moment so you guys can see that. So this is our news indicator right here, and lots of little options on here. The short answer is we want to know what scheduled news events on the financial juice and econo day that are coming in, and this can kind of draw them on my chart for me with a vertical text. There's also some color options and things that you can play with or how you want to do that. I've got my personal settings. If you want to take a screenshot of mine right there to get my settings, go right ahead. And now I'm going to zoom in right here and look to see what I need to plan for here this morning. This is Monday here. Let's see, 10:30. I see two 10:30s marked in green, not red. And then end of day, there's a 3 o'clock consumer credit and green, which means low impact. So if you are looking for the kind of the color coding over here, you'll see the green ones are assumed to be alert low. But on a day like today, you know, you have to take that into account. A lot of market volatility going on with the macro items, probably a lot related to people adjusting for various, you know, their predictions on what they believe the tariff news is going to do. I've got a little different take on tariff talk. I actually want to talk about that a little bit here this morning. I'll give you the short answer of it. I believe that the tariff talk is a lot of getting negotiations begun, and there have been a lot of countries that have tariffs specifically on the United States, and everybody's worried about, okay, well, Trump's throwing all these tariffs at them. Well, it's actually in return. Now, what does that mean? Well, some people like to use the term retaliatory tariffs. There's another word that's a little bit nicer called reciprocal. Reciprocal. It's a hard word to say there for me on a Monday morning. But reciprocal, meaning if you've got a tariff on me, I'm going to go ahead and give a tariff back on you. But you know, if the other country doesn't like that, you know what they have the option to do? Type it there in the chat. They're like, well, if you put a tariff on me, I'm going to put a tariff on you. And so I do it. Well, what does that mean if you want the tariff taken off? Where do you begin that negotiation? Tell me in the chat. 10:30 is our next news event. Think about it. Alexa, set an alarm for 10:27 a.m. All right, so Alexa's going to give me an alarm just in case I forget or I don't see my little news alert alarm over there. 3 minutes before that news event occurs, I'm going to start hearing my alarm go off and be like, why is my alarm going off? Oh, I need to check the news. Cool. So now that's one less thing for me to think about. I can now focus on my executions on my charts, right? Lower/remove the tariff. Well, think about that. Now you're like, well, how is that going to, let's talk about, well, what would that do to prices? Because everybody's concerned with, well, what's that going to do, you know, at the grocery store level? Local to me, what am I going to be paying? Am I going to be paying more or less? Well, people are still saying, well, it's going to be more because the tariff is there. Well, true. That's step one. That's the obvious component. But what about the not so obvious component? Let's talk about, you know, now not every item out there, but let's talk about in the car situation. Are you guys aware that all of the car manufacturers that are here in the United States, literally you cannot sell the cars from the United States to other countries right about now because the tariffs are so high that those countries are not going to buy them. Now, mind you, maybe the ultra wealthy in those countries have them, but the manufacturers. Talk about GMC. GMC has not been able to sell a vehicle in another country for forever. But imagine GMC can now sell vehicles in other countries. Does that now, since, you know, in manufacturing, particularly in heavy manufacturing organizations, if they can sell externally, they can sell more of them, and everything is about mass manufacturing, does that lower your price or does that increase your price? Okay, now this is, this is economics 101, and don't even get me started on people who have economics degrees, and, no offense if you've got one, but, it's not that hard to understand a little bit of supply and demand, all right? And if one thing on one and then there's another thing on the other, what are we going to do? I mean, I just don't think economics. I remember taking a class, I'm pretty sure I learned this in, junior, senior year of high school. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize, it's probably going to reduce the price. So there's a middle ground time period there where it might be a little bit more difficult to get to where you want to get, but I don't know. I got a little different take on some of that, and I think that Trump might be playing a little playing chess while everybody else is worried about checkers. I don't know. We'll see. We're all up into it to see it, but people might be overreacting, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, that's my brief tariff talk here this morning while we get going on things. YM Wave 34, thank you, sir. All right, so to do that, someone asked this morning, how do you change your optimized range? Now, I do recommend watching the videos on this, but it's very simple. On my wave chart right here, I'm currently on 30 from last week, which was actually 31, I believe, last week. But I got a template here just opened up because I'm doing the full auto template here. So I'm going to change this chart right here, 3-4. I'm literally just going to type 34R. That stands for 34 range. I literally just started typing. Okay, so if you just click the chart and start typing, the charts are very reactive like this. I know it seems weird. It's like, wait, I didn't have to click a button or nothing. No, it's awesome like that. NinjaTrader is pretty freaking cool. It's so cool that Kraken, the crypto exchange folks and the crypto brokers, just bought NinjaTrader. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. Anyhow, great platform. If you don't have it, you're missing out. If you are wondering, hey, what we're doing here, make sure, I think you should download, install NinjaTrader. They got a free version. We got a free 2-week free trial with AlgoBox. So if you want to follow along, just install it, and the charts are pre-configured for you. So it's not like you have to go and do a bunch of stuff, because I know how it is. Like, I don't want to move to another thing. I have to do all this work. No, you don't. Our stuff comes pre-configured out of the box. Next, finish. Open it up. Your 5 charts are laid out there for you. Or if you want to go to a 3-chart layout, it's there. No problem. I'm simply going to type 34R and hit enter on this chart. 34R, enter. Boom. I'm done. Let it load. All right. Now my optimized range is plugged in to the system. Oh, it's still calculating there for a moment. There we go. Okay. 34R. Ready to go right there. Check out our rules on the left-hand side over here. Now, I don't like to think of them as rules, but people would be confused if I said SOPs, because some people don't know what that is. So I call them rules because people are used to hearing the term rules. I am not a big rules person because, unfortunately, in our industry, the markets are too inconsistent to have rigid rules, okay? But here are our guidelines. Here are our standard operating procedures. And I'm thinking about my 5 or 6 trades here this morning within 60 to 90 minutes. So those are 2 risk time frame parameters. I don't want to overtrade, and I also don't want to overextend my capacity as a human to sit at my desk with my maximum levels of concentration, because it has been scientifically proven that a human body is only capable of maximum levels of concentration for 60 to 90 minutes, period. Some people flex in between that, but it's basically 60 to 90 minutes for maximum levels of concentration. Now, it's not saying that you can't concentrate, but we're talking about putting out your maximum levels of effort in heads down into the game, concentration all in, 60 to 90 minutes. Okay, so we try to take advantage of that as well as we are sitting down at our desk. Really don't want to overplay, just like you don't want to let your kids sit in front of a video game all day long. But hey, a healthy amount of time, 60 to 90 minutes, is actually pretty good for them. The 3-step entry rule, we'll talk about that here today. The nerd filter, we already talked about that a little bit. That's that direction filter up at the top. It's going to give you your 4 instruments and some clarity on, hey, do you want to go with everything? Probably. We want to go with them, not against them when possible. And if I'm going to trade against the nerd, all 4 correlated instruments, it better be a quick in, out, maybe target one type of scenario. Arrow colors, we'll be talking about that as we go through on our entries. There's a nice juicy 5.6 that I should be probably taking that short right there. We are currently into a neutral. Just came off the buy. I'm going to pass on that one because it just wasn't quite ready to look over and see what we were doing here on that. But that looks like a nice one right there. And it did get its 2 targets. I have moved up on the AlgoBars, something to take a note on. I'm on the 3s here, not the 1s. If you have watched my old live streams, and most of the time we're on the 1s. I'm up on the 3s here right now because of the market volatility. Okay, this is one of the things about gear shifting that we talk about in our training, going, what is gear shifting? There are 2 ways to gear shift. We gear shift off of the bar size, and we can we can also gear shift using the instrument. If, for instance, NASDAQ is obviously the fastest of the 4 nerds, and that sucker, you know, she's pretty wild, right? She'll get going. Has lots of movement. Not a lot of time for me to walk you through NASDAQ trades. I do have NASDAQ off on the left over here. I also have the RTY up on my top right, and an ES chart is also available within my eye view in my current layout here on the live streams. I still recommend that you use a 20 chart layout that comes in our system if you're starting out. Here on a live stream, I try to make things, I zoom them in. I've only got showing you 2 charts at a time here right now, as to not overwhelm someone who's just coming on board and going, hey, this is gonna be too complicated. It's actually not that hard. You're gonna see here even today, and if you watch some of our other videos, these ready DDs will tell you, hey, get ready to take the next play, and I'm gonna look for an execution of one of these. If you pull out your cheat sheet, or if you haven't got one yet, downloaded it inside of our Discord on the left-hand side, go to the cheat sheet section on the left-hand side. You got 2 cheat sheets there. You might want to print out for yourself or have a digital copy on the left-hand side of your screen. I also wanted to mention the order of operations 5 chart layout. You're wondering, hey, well, if I do the install, what do I get set up with? Well, you get set up with this 5 chart layout, and we talk you through those. Or here is the lightweight 3 chart layout that I call the flag, because it looks like, you know, some common flag shapes there with the 3 chart layout. Okay. All right. So with that being said, we still have 5 minutes till the US Open. I've got to see my hand waving up here at the top right hand of your screen. Over here on the left of my desk, I've got my 5 trade tracker over there to kind of help me as I'm trading. I can go, all right, I've taken trade number 1. I'm going to pull off a coin so I know where I'm at. Because if you've ever been heads down into the video game, sometimes you lose track of how many trades you're on. So I like to encourage our students to have a trade tracker next to you, something physical in front of you, so that you can see what trade number you're on and make sure you're not over trading during a time window. You want to get that cadence with you. You want to come in, you want to grab your bags, and you want to go on about your day. Now, within those 5 trades, I actually want to get winner, winner. You hear this all the time, winner, winner, chicken dinner. I didn't make up that phrase. I'm sure you probably heard that sometime in your life. We just apply that to our trading. Within my 2 wins, I should make enough to be putting chicken dinner on the table, okay? And if I'm not, then I'm not sized appropriately. I want to get 2 wins, and I should be ready to go. Now, 2 wins plus a bonus usually is how I want to run things in the morning or in the afternoon session. So for a total within my absolute, full capacity total should be 6 trades. Within those 6, I'm hoping that I've got 3 winners there and enough to put dinner on the table. Now, sometimes I might be done after 3 trades. Some days I may be doing 5, some day I maybe do 6, but I don't want to go beyond that in our standard operating procedure. Market has been super hot, super volatile, and of course I'm on the live stream. I'm going to do more with you guys. I've been around this market a long time, very familiar with the tools, so I am here to kind of guide you along the way to learn how to use the tools, how I apply the tools, what they do, and I'm here today to answer all of your questions, especially on a Mentorship Monday for the new folks. Now, on a Friday, I go over the advanced topic stuff, more of the full auto items. We'll kind of get into the deep stuff on a Friday in general. But on a Monday, we want to make sure we're covered the basics for the new folks a lot of people join over the weekend. So we kind of cater to that. Okay. All right. So bring on the questions. The NASDAQ looks like it is going wild all of a sudden. Hit an 18.7 for the low. Did anybody catch that 18.7 drop out and the pop up? That is a blue, which means it is super powered. 18.7 and a rocket ship up. That 18.7 just shoved the market up 301 ticks within seconds. Do not want to get off sides on those things here. Plutonium was reminding everyone in the Discord there this morning that check some of the stuff that we did on Friday for wait until we're at the extremes, especially if you're going to be trading the NASDAQ. Speaking of NASDAQ and extremes, I am on the 4s and 6s on that. Now, if the market gets super hot and volatile today, I may even bump that even farther up. I may go 5/8 on that or 5/7 on my NQ. But right now I am sitting on 4/6s, 4s and 6s for the AlgoBars for my big small. Okay. We are now 1 minute and 20 seconds from the US Open. Another pro tip, if your system right now this morning is going haywire like mine was from all of the sounds going on there this morning, since we already know that most of this is going to be, we got plenty of trade opportunities here. I've got my NQ charts turned down on my volume. Okay, there's if you go into our room and type !sound, that will pop up a video on how to do this, but I've got my volume mixer on Windows and I'm going specifically, my other sounds are still on around me, but I've got the NQ sounds to 0 right now because it's going to be going absolutely wild with the amount of volatility we currently have. If you are new with us and brand new and you've not been in the markets much, this is not a day to play unless you are just practicing because, again, super high volatility going on right now. This is very much abnormal. It's not going to be normally this fast. There are going to be days like this that you do want to practice, but you might want to sit out and wait on days where things are a little bit more settled. Currently, I got great speed for the psychological component of this, so let's see if we got any plays here. We are about 10 seconds from the US Open, and I want to sit on hands for those first 5 minutes, and I'm going to turn on Financial Juice. Go to financialjuice.com, and I'm going to go ahead and click on launch here, and let's listen in to the news as the market starts getting fired up, and we open up here. Here comes the market open.
The market on open. S&P 500 sell side 1.7 billion, Nasdaq 100 sell side 62.5 million, Dow 30 sell side 350 million, and Mag 7 sell side 17 million.
One of the other filter items that I want to look at is the MACV, what we call the fiddle zone filter. That was a nice 13.2 right there that I could have taken, but I'm kind of
36%.
Listening in here just a moment.
About 3.11%. S&P 500 set to enter bear market after falling 20% from record. And Nasdaq down about 4.01%.
All right. So I'm going to kind of go heads down here and staring into, I don't want to say the abyss, but it felt like I was about to say staring into the abyss. As we get going here, I'm going to try to pay attention to my charts here. Keegs, did you get a lot out of that? Thank you for that. Yeah, I think there's a lot to learn through the Dr. Seuss entries, especially right now because the market is the high volatility. That means the plays are larger on a lot of these. For we've got bigger movements. The runners, a lot more runner opportunities, and a lot more of them.
I did say earlier.
So this is a great time to, if you are downloading Market Replay, to practice a lot of those types of days as well. Wow, there's another freebie. So I should have turned on Full Auto on my account here as well. There are, after this little cadence setup, we had two cadence. There's cadence 1, cadence 2, and then, nope, cadence 3. That is 3 there in a row where they kind of got caught off sides. And then what happens after that cadence? Winner 1, winner 2, back to back.
Golden Dragon.
So could have had those
Index
there
extends
on
3-day slump.
Full Auto, but
percent.
I've been talking too much here, so I'm not quite
What's the scene? Apple shares down
set and ready.
6% after Wedbush cuts target price to $250 from $325.
Got about 3 more minutes till 9:35, where I'll want to be in. It's down into it. Another thing I want to do here, I'm going to add some margin space on the right. I want a little bit more space when the market is going this fast. I adjusted this on Friday, I believe. Oh shoot, I clicked the wrong space. Didn't want to go to indicators. Hopefully this doesn't lock me up here.
So shares
Did not want to go into indicators. Was wanting to just go to the properties of the chart.
China's retaliatory
Punishment click.
Philadelphia Semiconductor Index's 3-day sell-off tops 20%.
Gonna come up for me. I can hear my PC whirling like crazy. Let me disconnect. See if that's going to help it. Yeah, do not go into your indicator settings on the down, the lowest time frame. When the market is moving this hot, we still got about 10 seconds till 5 minutes. Come on.
Reeves tells UK automakers that we have your back.
No, I think I hung it up.
Dow Jones Industrial Index down 3.4%.
Yep. Punishment click. Do not go into your indicators while the market is hot. I'm going to give it another second here. I still see a few of the bots moving on their charts there. Going to let me get away with one.
Russell 2000 index falling 3.9%.
No, it's not going to let me get away with one today.
Says that Europe has offered some 0 for 0 tariffs.
Going to in task and task manager there, and going to relaunch clear cache here. All right, give me a moment while I relog in. Do me a favor and smash that like button here for a moment.
Reeves saying that we will provide support where needed, including car makers. US stocks extend fall. S&P 500 down about 4%.
How dare you go into the indicators while I am throwing massive amounts of data at you? Yes. So one of the things I wanted to change, I'm going to go ahead and change it right now. I'm going to go into the properties before I connect here. And all I wanted to do was increase the margin on the right, which, again, don't make a bunch of changes while the market is hot, okay? Margin right side normally is set to, got 100 pixels over on the right. I think I actually want to have about double that. I'm going to go 150 ticks of space over there. Not really ticks. I'm also, while I'm here, I'm going to increase the font. Some people had said, hey, they'd like to be able to see the font a little better on my live stream. I'm going to go to, bump it up to there, go to a 15 font default there. And I'll change the same over here on this chart. I don't need the extra pixel space on this one. But for the fonts, I'm going to up this to about a 15 there. All right, so that should be a bit larger and easier to read on some things right there. Let me save that workspace. All right, now I'm going to reconnect. So, pro tip while we're going through our Mentorship Monday stuff, if you are going to be making changes to your charts and things, make them before you connect your data feed. Okay, then connect your data feed. You'll thank me later.
Sefcovic says trade situation with the US is in a tough spot. That's Trade Commissioner Sefcovic saying a range of tariffs is hitting 380 billion euros worth of EU exports of the US. Some 70% of our total exports are facing tariffs.
Yes, and when they figure out that it's a reciprocal tariff, if they don't want the tariffs on, then all you got to do is turn your tariffs off. So what's funny is like, oh, can you believe he's doing tariffs? Can you believe he's doing tariffs? It's like, you have tariffs. Oh yeah, but you're doing tariffs. Like, hey, you're doing tariffs. Why do you have tariffs? Oh, well, you go. I can do it. You can't. Okay, so it's good for you, not good for me. Okay.
This is a moment for urgency.
That whole one-sided thing. Okay, I got you. They'll figure it out eventually. Or they'll learn it from the pain and suffering of not doing it initially. Okay, so I'm going to turn my bots back on here. Long, short, full auto, Enigma on. 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 Long, short, full auto, Enigma on.
This is touching over one.
Long, short, full auto, Enigma on. All right, I've got 6 instruments rolling. Full auto up top. Now let's see if I can beat the bots here today.
Challenge for our future. Global economic consequences could be profound.
Super speed. We've got it telling me right here. It's currently too fast. Okay. I'm going to actually use my psychology bot to cover up my chart here. This is going to tell me when I should look at the chart. I'm literally not even going to look at the chart. It's one of those cool things. If you want to relax, kick back, let the tools do the work. Right now, too fast. Psychologically, things are moving way too fast on the screen. We're moving 179 BPM right now. Too fast. So I'm just going to
2.
Chill. I'm going to wait. I'm going to let the psychology module tell me when I want to look at the chart.
Wait endlessly.
So what do you guys want to talk about?
Starmer says old assumptions simply don't apply any longer.
They can't see the value of free trade. Yeah, they don't quite get it quite yet. Now, there's a point and a purpose and a time when you need to protect certain industries in your country. Tariffs are a tool. But most of them, they say that they, went to economics class. Oh, okay. You see how the chart just the background changed here? This tells me I can be looking at the chart now. My psychology module is saying, hey, it might have a good trade opportunity now. So we are red. I want to look for the next short here. I actually do want to turn on.
Seth says
I'm going to use
aluminium
a small to start. I'm going to go for smalls.
List and tariff levels to member states today.
Okay, I got 2 greens. There's a cross. I got 3 greens here now. So I'm looking for the next play to the long side for a quick scalp here because I'm going against the nerd. But that is a triple. And I'm looking for a long right there. Oh, flip to a red, so never mind. And we got double red. So tricky spot there. I'm just going to leave it alone. I don't have to play guessing games with it. I'm just going to wait.
Starmer says that we will rewire the state completely.
Oh, the AI banana voice. I've never heard that one. Send me a link. Good morning, Trung. Good morning, Diego. Still waiting to take my first trade here. There's a nice set of enigmas right in there. They already kind of went straight down, hit their 20-tick target.
So we'll work with key partners to reduce barriers to trade across the globe.
There, but currently sitting there, and it is screaming at me that it is too fast, and my psychology module is changing my chart and putting a giant X over the chart here. And you don't have to do this. You can turn this off. Just come over here, and you can turn off the background and the overlay. Just the buttons are right here in the psychology module. So if you are new with us, we're talking through and walking through BOT, the psychology bot. Okay, but those buttons actually stand for something. So when you're going through our training, B stands for background, if you want the background color to tell you psychologically what's going on. O is the overlay. That's the giant blue X going across your chart, the overlay, the X overlay over your chart. The T is text. So I do have text turned on, which is why down here, the text, I have it, and it's telling me that it's too fast. Understood? If you get it type of 1, type of 2 if I need a little bit further review, and followed up with a little question like what's your question around that. And nice little super dot short right there. We're getting a lot of greens here. Greens are seeming to override this, so we might have an opportunity here to the long side if we catch a trap. Let's see how that lays out here for us here. Break at the back of that could be getting long. Yep. So here we go. That one get to its target. Yes, both of those.
Sajato speaking.
Got to their target. This one did not. I'm going to mark that one. So we got a cadence of 1. We got a double cross, double move coming in right here. I need to move my stops and my targets. Okay, my target already got hit too fast. Okay, 64 ticks for the up move. Targets filled. Now, we don't have any sounds going on there. Normally, you would have heard sounds on that. So, double cross, double move, already labeled there for me. Straight up to the target after the trap. Remember I had said over here, we were seeing the greens stack up. Right? We got a trap broken through one of these. So, that's a good sign that we could be on the up move. Got people trapped. Retail's trapped. Here comes a double cross, double move for a giant target right up there. And that was just with a little small 4 contract scenario there, up 573.68 on the double cross, double move. Type me a 1 if you're having fun. And you get it. Type a 2 if we need to review. Double cross, double move, DCDM for the win. One of the first trading strategies that you will learn if you are going through our training there. So trade number 1, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take one of my coins off the top, reminding myself that I've got 1 in the bag. And if you're using our electronic version of that, should be up here on my screen somewhere.
Bank of England says APF gilt sale operation cover rate.
Here we go. So
1.6.
here is my electronic version. If you go to algoboxpro.com/trade tracker or go into the community tools, this is a free tool for you to use on our website. So my trade tracker, I'm just going to click this one right here, and I turn my sound on here because I love that sound. I love that coin sound. There we go, flipping the coin there. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes you got to keep yourself encouraged, keep yourself in the game. So here you go. Got this trade tracker there for you. Trade number 1 is done, and it was a green. If it was a loser, you just click it twice, and so you can kind of also track wins to losers and whatnot. All right. So I got 1 and done here so far. Actually, I don't want to say done because that sounds like, hey, are you done? Are you really done? All right. I am going to flatten all on the bots. The bots are up 18,000 over there. I'm going to turn full auto off on those now. The bots have just absolutely crushed it there this morning. They had some trades open, and I'm be like, I saw up over 20K. I'm closing it out there. Bots up 18,790 there this morning. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. So there's the bots up 18,790. I'll pull up the stats here in a bit here on that here for the morning. The bots, they might have beaten me. They got I got my work cut out for me to beat the bots here this morning. Now remember, that was across 6 instruments. That's not just a single instrument. That is across 6 instruments there on the Enigmas over the morning. Accidental money. Okay, now let me zoom out. And for all the trolls in the room, if you're brand new with us, relax. I'm about to show you a lot of charts. A lot of charts. See, it's not too much though. See, that wasn't too painful. All right, so zooming back out here, you can see my 6 charts up top. There's ES, there's NASDAQ, there's RTY, there's the Dow, the nerd. Then over here I got my 2 extras. I got crude oil and gold. We got black gold and gold. You know what I'm saying? On the extra 2. So there's my 6 running up top. Got my other charts down here below. We're up $573. Bots currently are beating Vinny handily there this morning. Let me zoom into that a little bit further. Hopefully you guys can see all of that. Leave that on the screen there for a moment. You guys got questions? Pop them there in the chat. You know where it's at. See, it wasn't that painful. Everybody made it through the lots of chart review. There's a lot of charts going on there. You survived. We're good. When did you turn the bots on? Did you just get here? And everybody in the chat, tell them where I turned that on and tell them to get here on time. I've turned them on twice during our little program here this morning. Let's see.
Starmus is announcing up to £600 million investment into new health data research.
Just got here at 9:25. Yeah, I turned it on. Remember, we come out here at, well, we try to come out here at 9 o'clock every day. Today I got here on time. We were here right at about 9 o'clock. So turned them on pretty quick there at 9 when I accidentally clicked on indicators instead of I wanted to change the margins on my chart. had to restart NinjaTrader, and as I came online, but I mean, if you were here at 9:25, I'll just be honest, I don't believe you, because as soon as I came back on, which I know was just a few minutes ago, I literally said it all again. I literally was like, okay, arm long, arm short, full auto, Enigma on, arm short, arm long. You know, I did the whole thing. I literally said it all out. It took me a whole minute probably to talk it all the way through. So come on, bro. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Don't be trolling me, bro. You're late, Nate. Yeah. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Less than 3%.
Teacher's banned from the guild on Bookmap. I don't even know what that means. Too much fun. Love it. Hey V, can you share your current workspace? Yeah, that's a great idea. We can do that. Now, remember, this is for the live stream. This is not how I would set this up. The difficulty, let me talk about difficulty with me sharing my current workspace. I have other screens around. Let me show you. So this is going to come with a caveat. I'm going to show you guys. Okay. All right, so I've got this really long one over here on the right. I've got a very large 43-inch 4K here in the center. And then I have another like 32-inch over here. So there are 3 screens. The problem is going to be if I give you the layout with my workspace, those charts are going to be off your screen somewhere. And they're going to be taking extra horsepower on your PC. And you're going to be like, what is going on, right? So I hesitate to do that. What do you guys think? You think it's wise for me to send that over? I mean, I can do it, but how about this? Why don't you explain to me why you want my workspace? And that way I can go maybe square peg, round hole here and get you the right thing. If you're looking for a square peg, why don't I hand you a square peg instead of a round peg? What part of my workspace are you interested in knowing or understanding? Because well, let me show you this. How about this? I just got an idea here for showing you how, which again, I have no problem. I'll save the workspace and I'll put it in there, but it needs to come with a caveat that this is a 3-screen, very large, multi 4K layout. And I'm running on a 14900 PC. So top of the line, top speed, all the juice. Right, but Manny, tell me like what you're most interested in my stuff, because if you have installed the most recent version of AlgoBox, all you need to do on any chart is just right click, apply template. Yeah, and I still do recommend that, like, if you are, and now again, Manny's been around with us for a while, so I'm less concerned with like, hey, you know, being a brand new person, I really want you to stay in the 5 chart layout to kind of initially get working.
Auto's Life Sciences announced today is the beginning of our plans to cope with tariffs.
To cope with tariffs. They act like, this is what's so funny. Oh, we have to cope with tariffs. Like, you've literally had tariffs this whole time. It's like these countries, like, just, they're so dumb today. Everybody's so dumb, I swear. Like, I don't know if it's TikTok that's just fried our brains, like these little 2-second goldfish brain anecdotal things that everybody works off of. But people can't even hardly read anymore. Like, you give them a sentence to read and they're like, oh, my brain hurts. I read more than 5 words. And the leaders in these countries are so dumb. They're so dumb. I don't even understand, man. I don't understand. Ready to go with the flow. Or, like, realize, like, they've caused the original resistance. Like, they're like, you had the tariff first.
Trump tariffs.
You're over here like, how dare you put on tariffs? You're like, you literally have tariffs on. So what am I supposed to do? Turn around and say, how dare you have tariffs? Well, that is what we're doing. They're like, oh, you want me to take off my tariff?
to
Oh,
about
you want-
2.5%.
Oh, you'll take off yours if I take off my. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, because you're like, people who put on tariffs are terrifying. Okay, well you have tariffs on other countries, particularly against the United States, and you're like a 35% tariff on our stuff, so we can't put anything in there. Nobody's gonna buy it. Duh. Right? And it's very one-sided. That's Trump's whole point. Y'all are all about to figure it out. You're like, oh, he's forcing you to realize. I don't want to say your own mistake, because if you have a reason for your tariff being there, somebody thought it was a good idea to have the tariff there to protect your own country from whatever industry in your country that you're trying to protect. Fantastic.
Further into the detail,
But it's reciprocal.
Chinese
He's like, we're going to negotiate. And if you don't want to negotiate,
biggest
okay.
banks have held private discussions
Well,
about the
there's going to
economy,
be some, your
markets,
people are going
and
to
global
yell at you until you do.
precipitated
I think.
by Trump's tariff blitz.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's my
So
take.
Chinese led bosses from Bank of America,
Yeah, they're so dumb.
Barclays, Citi, and HSBC held a call on Sunday to discuss ongoing
Looking for the
chaos
setting on those
funding
auto
markets
charts.
reflect fears of a
Okay.
worldwide recession.
So let me show you.
Sources said that Sunday's call
Let's show you that.
was made by the bank
Let me zoom in here.
a Washington-based public policy group.
Okay. So the settings on the auto chart.
Barclays, the Patrick Christian.
First of all, so Manny, do you have the dream panel? Number one.
There.
Did you get the dream panel? Remember, if you're a lifetime member, you can, for a limited time right now while we're doing the website update and overhaul, and we don't have the full training all completed, and the video editors don't have all the cool stuff, and it's not fully in the documentation on the dream panel. You're just having to put up with just me coming out here on the live streams, showing you guys, teaching you guys, which I've done for the last 2.5 months, I think, since we had the dream pack.
France's St.
The
Martin.
dream panel, you want to get this for $14.97, adding it to your lifetime. Normally this is $10,000 to have the full auto pack with the dream panel, where you can literally just come over here, click the buttons. It's as platinum members only, which is actually $20K for platinum. We do have an intermediary there for $10,000, but instead of doing the difference to the $10,000 right now, if you get it ahead of time, it's $14.97, and there's a payment plan, $148 a month. So first, do you already have the $148 a month plan, or did you get the $14.97? Add the dream panel pack. Because otherwise, I'm going to show you this, and it's like, again, if you want my workspace and you don't have the dream panel pack, that's the other thing. Like I've got the daddy pack. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need to make sure you got the dream panel. So let me know. Do you have the dream panel? You do have it? Wait, you got it? Or you said okay, or got it?
Says we are not.
Let me back up. Manny, do you have the dream pack or no? Yes or no?
We are considering.
Because I can give you an alternative to that, but you're not going to have the fiddle zone filter. You're not going to have the
5%.
Enigma, the Enigma power filter. You're not going to have the MACV ultimate filter. There's no neutral filter. There's no supermoon moonshot filter. There's no invert logic. There's no super AO.
UK's PM Starmer says that we're sticking.
You do not. Okay. So this comes back to my whole, like, this is where I hesitate to, like, give you my workspace, and then you're going to, like, fiddle, fart around and struggle with my workspace. We got to have the same pack. So if you do want to pick up the Dream Panel pack, it's literally $148 a month for 12 months. And then you own it for a lifetime. Because I think you're lifetime, right, Manny? You've been with me for a while. But you might not have caught up on the new stuff, which is fine. But yeah, grab that Dream Panel pack, and then this is going to be so simple for you. Okay, I literally just have up top, we had full auto turned on, Enigma on, arm long, arm short, and I literally just click this button right here. Right, and it turns blue. Here we go. I'm gonna take these off. It looks like that. Now your other setting, you're like, well, which confluence level? You know me, I'm a 2 guy, so I got 2s. And I am on AlgoBar 3s. So AlgoBar 3s, confluence level 2, full auto, side to side, no ATM. What does side to side mean? No ATM, which means enter on green, go back the other way on red, red, go back the other way on green. Literally enter in on Enigma, hold to the opposing signal. You got any questions on that? Type it there in the chat. Type a 1 if you get it. I'm kind of just want to see, make sure, like, have I been clear enough in my live streams lately where that has been clear. I've been going over this a lot, but I understand a lot of people don't come to the live streams. You know, they see the, you know, oh, it's a long video. It's longer than my TikTok. I don't want to spend time learning or listening to anything. It's if it doesn't give it to me on TikTok, I can't I can't watch it. Time of the shoe camp. I think he's talking about the boot camp. That's right. We're looking for the reboot camp on Wednesday. 3 days from right now. I am going to put out I'm going to put out the sign up sheet on Wednesday. It will be, I believe it's going to be on the website. It might just be in Discord, depending on where the website stuff is at. But yes, 3 days, or I guess 2 days from now. Depends on if you count today or not. But let's just count it 3 days. You got 3 days today, tomorrow, and then Wednesday. And then the first 200 people that sign up. Now, if you've bought the Dream Panel pack, you guys are already in. Okay, you got guaranteed seats. If you're in the Dream Panel, you're in. Beyond that, if you don't have the Dream Panel pack, again, 200 seats and then they're gone for the free side. You know, you'll be able to buy it later, and we'll have additional boot camps coming. But you, first one, because Vinny a drug dealer, first one's free. Then it's on me. Just kidding. Then it's on you. First one's on me. First one's on the house. The boot camps after that. We'll do Fort boot camps. So first one is free. Come on, hang out. No eating Coke. Good idea, Dr. M.
UK's PM
Coke is bad for you.
What we've said today for the car industry is not the extent of what we'll do to support the industry.
All right, it's 10:04. Our next news event is coming up, remember, at 10:30. 34. I need to be on 34 range. Thing I lost from earlier. Guten Tag. Good morning, Dimitri. Great to see you, my friend. He asked for the times. The times will be after the market close. So market close starting around 4:30 or 5 Eastern Standard Time. And more details around that will be there on that sign-up sheet. And how we're going about that, where to go, and Discord and all that. You do need to make sure you guys are inside of Discord. Link is down in the description down below. Discord is free. We are one of the only places that gives away the Discord access for free. Most places charge you for the Discord too.
To discuss what instruments we would use or the reasons why.
And we give it to you for free. Come hang out with me and the crew. All right, let's see if we can get our trade number 2 here. Let's pull back here. Look at my fiddle zone. I want to be taking trades. The best trades are going to be outside this fiddle zone. We are pushing outside it right now. We got a masher location coming up right above us. Got a cadence of 3 right now. So actually, I want to turn on full auto. I'm going to take the next play here.
Seen engagement, which would lead to a mutually
set this to
solution.
4 big and long, short, and semi-auto. Okay, market moved too fast for me to grab that one. Okay, we're having problems with... Okay, my system is lagging. That is not good. Okay, give me a moment. Need to call up. I have to have broker on speed dial. Okay, that wasn't too bad. No, so we're going, had to close out a bunch of my others, and all of a sudden everything kind of caught up for me. Let's pull this back down here to... Need to bind all these keys. There we go. Okay, so just got out of that one there in positive territory, but that was scary. I wasn't paying attention before I pressed the button on that. That chart was lagging there on me. Went ahead and closed out a lot of the charts that I won't say we didn't need, but I don't have. Went ahead and closed out all the bot charts up top, so they weren't calculating anymore. Market is super fast right now. You can see it down here. Going with the too fast thing. There we are. Trade number 2. So we got winner, winner, chicken dinner. Both of those for about 500 bucks each. There for 11.51. But looks like my system still needs to catch up a little bit here. Looks like it's about, yeah, we're falling behind by about 2 minutes
ready to discuss
right there on my current charts.
Need to be a mutual advantage.
Too fast. Let's see, what other charts can I close out here? All right, it's catching up there. We're at 854.
No scam, just speed.
Let's see. How do I add the seconds? To the bottom. So I have it on NQ. So NQ I have the seconds on. Is right here. I can go all the way down to the second, but for some reason, is this because I changed my font size? And I'm not seeing seconds. Does anybody already know the answer to that one off the top of their head here? I'd like to show seconds and not just to the minute down here.
No scam, just speed. Hey, yo, listen up. Gotta tell the spin of the algorithmic trades where you win or you spin. In a market maze where the bulls and bears collide.
Oh no, I left full auto on. Oh, I just got smoked on that one.
Coming in the S&P 500, WTI oil, crypto.
I forgot to turn full auto off, and I just got smoked on that one.
The S&P 500 still down some 0 spots.
All right, so I took the loss on that because I didn't turn my full auto off after that play. And this thing is smoking to the highs here. Holy cow. All right.
No headline catalyst for this sharp
Market volatility.
We're just keeping our eyes out nonetheless. But again, a sharp moves to the upside. S&P 500, WTI oil, Bitcoin.
Okay, so somebody said something good. Something the market liked. Let me see.
S&P 500 now found its
Oh,
way
if I just widen it. Okay.
3% now.
So,
Going back earlier losses very, very quickly here.
yeah, very, very quickly indeed. Holy cow. Okay, so
Canadian dollar even seeing some moves to the upside as well. British pound, etc.
okay, I do not have the don't have the dream pack.
Table with the US and find a mutually acceptable compromise.
All right, let's go fours. Yeah, you think it was a technical short squeeze? Possibly. They used something as an excuse to run it up. Okay, we got quad for ready DDs to the green side on the 8s.
to the Muppets, to the ICT stock puppets, selling bottoms, buying tops, crying over AlgoBox. Why so angry?
Okay, so I have closed out the majority of my other
Catching that retracement.
charts here, all the way up on the 6s on the Dow. I forgot I had that 2s chart over there. It's probably the one really kind of holding up the Dow.
MoonShot, headshot, PRZ with bib dot.
So we're seeing from some
This
sources
is
on X
wild.
with regards to this move to the upside here. So apparently Hassett said that Trump is mulling a 90 pause on tariffs aside from China. Again, comments from the White House economic advisor, supposedly coming from some sources on X here.
Just let Santa fill your socks, feel the power.
Okay, so it sounds like there was, again, a rumor / news event going on in there.
MoonShot, headshot, PRZ with bib dot.
Move started right at 10:10.
MoonShot, headshot, PRZ with bib dot.
Yeah, exactly. By what legal authority? I know, like, it's so crazy. They're trying to, the one world order stuff is trying so hard to come into being. And I mean, we know it will eventually. I mean, the Bible's already said it, so it's like there's some form of inevitability to it. But it ultimately is ultimate power consolidating, and what do you get with ultimate power? Ultimate corruption. Okay. We got, oh wow, just off screen here. Can't even keep it on the screen here.
Eurozone government bond
So
yield
fast.
into positive territory. German 10-year bond up 8 basis points at 2.693%.
Okay, let's see if we
Again,
got a nice
this is posted
GLR
out by
touch
White
up
House
here.
senior advisor
I'm going to give it a
Tanja
shot here as
headline.
we touch that
Some
GLR.
sources on X pinning this as the reason for this move to the upside here. Not seeing that headline come through.
All right, grabbed a bag off the top.
However,
Look at that GLR. Everybody get some GLR hype in the chat.
upside here.
Boom. Came in, hit it. We saw it ahead of time.
As well, orders a
Tagged it.
US
Tagged it and bagged it.
purchase. Now seeing traders trim ECB easing bets, no longer fully pricing in 3 cuts.
Gotta love the gold line reversal. Feels like it's almost a little bit in slow motion. Let me talk about so our Speedychart. Let's talk about the advantages of Speedychart here for just a moment. First, let me flip my coin for trade number 5. And we are done with my session for 3,044. The bots beat me handily. Talk about that here in just a moment. But let me talk about why you might want to use Speedychart, because Speedychart is actually not just to increase the refresh rate, it also decreases it when the market gets this hot. This is what is, again, different about what I have had programmed in here for you. Are you ready? What does Speedychart do? Speedychart plays both sides. Advantages of Speedychart.
So now finally hitting the main wires here.
When it's
Again,
hot.
White House senior economic advisor Hassett says
So,
Trump is considering
what
a
defines
98%
hot?
tariffs for all companies
That is inside of the Speedychart settings. If you go in there, you'll see it. You can set to whatever you want it to be. You can set, once the BPM is over X, you can actually decrease the refresh rate. Now, there's some numbers you might want to know. This is, kind of advanced here, but hey, it's Mentorship Monday. This is a little bit of an advanced topic, so hang with me. If you get lost, it's okay. Ask your questions there in the chat. So let's talk about the default out of the box for NinjaTrader. Okay, these are some defaults.
On Ninja, making trades so wide day in, day out. It's the AlgoBox flow catching pips and dips. This text and the no patterns laid out.
So on NinjaTrader 8, the default is 250 milliseconds. Okay, I don't know if you guys know that or not.
But beware the scam.
That's a refresh rate.
They pray.
And I'm doing quotes around that. Okay, it's not really, but it is. Okay, it's a calculation rate on the chart. It is 250. Now, what does Speedychart do? Speedychart, we can drag this all the way down to 10 milliseconds if we want, okay? I like 15 personally.
Yusefkovich says marks are reacting to the most important paradigm shift since World War II.
Okay, so Speedychart, I can get this down to 15 milliseconds. So as a gamer, you know, you want a fast refresh rate. This is super handy when the market is kind of slow. I don't want slow, but like normal. Like when the market is normal, I want this. However, let's talk about the advantages also when it's hot. And I might not have enough room to fit this on here, but I'm going to try to do this one thing. Okay, I can actually jump this to 500 or whatever you want, but I can go double what NinjaTrader is going to do. I think by default I have mine set to 500 milliseconds, but I could have it set up to 1 second, where I don't get refreshed for every 1 second. Okay. When the market is hot. Now it's kind of going off the screen there for you guys. Yeah, I mean, I had to deal with my drawings. Sorry, folks. Welcome to my Crayola drawings. All right. Does everybody understand that? Now, why would I want to do that? Well, when the market's getting super hot and your system's kind of getting laggy, this actually helps with the lag. So some people will keep saying like, oh, turn off Speedychart. Yes, that's old. If you've watched my old videos, one of those things that I fixed in, you know, new versions. Why you need to get the latest version. Okay. Get latest. Because this handles both sides. Because I realized, well, yeah, the problem was, ew, it's awesome when I got 15 milliseconds when the market's normal, but this is not good when the market starts going super crazy like this and it's printing out, you know, 150, 200 bars in a second down on the lower time frames, right? And it has to calculate on every single bar. Well, that's a lot of times per second. So what if I tell it only calculate twice a second, which is what 500 milliseconds is, right? That's 2 times a second. There's not much for a PC. Make sense? And remember, the default for NinjaTrader is 4 times a second. Okay. So when the market gets super hot, I can turn it down and go, you know, I'm not going to be able as a human respond quickly enough anyways as some setup comes up. So slow it down. So Speedychart could be called, I don't know, like the governor, like the speed governor, because it goes both ways. But a governor generally is designed to hold it down, but Speedychart does both. We hold it and push it to the upside, but we also push it to the downside based on what the current market speed conditions are. But it's also controllable by you. You, like if you know your PC, and again, this is advanced, okay? But if you are a tech wizard, again, a lot of this stuff, we are using technology to our advantage trading the markets. So I'm here to teach it to you. I'll walk you through, and if you guys got additional questions, I want to try to answer it as thoroughly as possible, but we'll roll back this tape and play it again if you didn't catch it the first time. And let me go into the indicator settings themselves to show you where those settings are. Okay. Now, I'm not going to open up my indicators right here because you know what happens, right? Market's super hot right now. I don't want to freeze everything up. So I'm going to grab our documentation. Okay. I'm going to go to, we're going to let Google tell us, because we do have this all into AI now as well. So I'm going to go AlgoBox space Speedychart documentation. And let me see what happens if I pull out documentation.
Yusefkovich says trading services is a strong feature of the US business, and the US has 104 billion euros of.
I'm gonna type what is.
You are gonna love it.
Here we go. So if I type this into Google, what is AlgoBox Speedychart in Google now? Okay, the AI answer. The AlgoBox Speedychart is a feature that accelerates chart refresh rates. So remember we talked about two sides. It accelerates it, providing smoother printing and faster loading of AlgoBars compared to a regular chart, as long as your PC CPU can handle the data calculation. Okay, so this is what everybody knows is default. That's in fact its original design was, I want it to go faster, why we called it Speedychart. But I also realized later on, I won't say the flaw in that, but when the market gets hot, we know we got to turn it off, right? It would be, I've caused more problems now because the market is already too hot, too fast. And if it couldn't handle 250 milliseconds, it's definitely not going to handle a 15-second millisecond refresh rate. Now, you don't understand what I'm saying. We're talking some pretty techie stuff here. All right, go talk to your mom about it. Okay, no, just kidding. But let's go show more. Okay, smoother printing, faster AlgoBars, MACV, IB charts, Ripple A. Okay, so it doesn't have everything in the AI. So what do we want to do? We want to go to our documentation. Go to the official documentation. Scroll down right here, and here we go. docs.algoboxpro.com, and it's already got the link here to the Speedychart location. Or look at that, there's the Speedychart indicator quant guide that literally is only 55 seconds. We've got this all done for you guys. You guys wanted to know, hey, how come Vinny Emini is not on his Vinny Emini YouTube channel? Where did Vinny go? Yeah, for a year and a half. He's like, Vinny was gone for a year and a half. Where did he go? No, we were just over on the AlgoBox official channel, building out the company, the branding, the documentation. We've got full documentation. We've got beautiful video layouts there, full video edit there for you. We've got documentation with graphics and details. So let's go into that right now. But you want to check that out. Go make sure you're following us on the AlgoBox official YouTube channel. All of these videos are there, and the documentation on our website, algoboxpro.com. Click at the top where it says docs, and you'll be there. Okay. Or if you're just lazy, I know like some of you are. Okay, let's just admit it. You're lazy. Then just Google it. Okay, what is? Type what is, and then it'll give you the short version up top. And then if you need a little bit more, click on the Speedychart, because you're not going to get this. Look at this beautiful documentation. Oh, I'm hearing my alarm. Alexa, stop. Okay, so we got 3 minutes till a news event. So let's see if I can complete this in 3 minutes for you. Here we go. Give me 3 minutes of your time, please. Can I have 3 minutes of your time? Is that okay with everybody? If we're good with it, type a 1. 2, if you're through. Vinny, get out of here. You've been talking too much. I don't want to see your speedy chart. I don't want to see your regular chart. Showing me a regular chart versus your cool speedy chart thingy mabobber. I'm angry. Your stuff is too good. I don't like it. Speedy chart on the left, regular chart on the right. Watch it. That's what we want normally. You understand? Market gets hot though. I also do the opposite. That's the key feature, because everybody knows, okay, speed it up. That's neat. Here we go. Go into the Speedychart settings right here. Okay. Now, you'll see something beyond. Let's see if it gets to the top again.
Countermeasures when it comes to
all right, let's zoom in on it, highlighting this section.
Finalizing the list tonight.
We have the chart delay rate. The delay rate. Okay, this is the key. What is the chart delay rate? This is what do you want it to go to when the market gets hot? What do you want to delay it to? Okay, you see the 500 right there?
Not be as high as 26 billion euros worth of.
That's it. Now, this says 150. This is for standard. Like, look, NinjaTrader is 250. Remember, a smaller number is faster. This is playing golf, right? You want lower number is better. Okay, 150 milliseconds is my default, and the middle number is BPM, bars per minute. So when do I want it to reduce? The Speedychart refresh rate. I'm sorry, that threshold. My apologies. I just read this wrong. Reverse. I messed up. The speedometer threshold is 150 milliseconds. 150 bars per minute at 150 BPM right now. And you can set it to whatever you want. If you're like, if your PC handles it up to 200, then set it up higher. But right now, over 150 BPM, this is going to slow down with these settings. This is a little bit complicated. I know, that's why I'm trying to walk it through. Even I got it messed up here just a minute ago. The speedometer threshold means over this threshold, please apply the delay. So if we know that NinjaTrader by default is 250 and I bump it up, now I'm slowing down the calculations to let my PC catch up. Understand that? And I could set that up to 1,000. That would be once every second. If I know your PC is super slow, or you got some laptops on i5, you might need to set this up to like 2,000. Like only do it when the market refreshes every 2 seconds. Hopefully not. All right, but 1,000 is probably like the max you need to go up to on that. But the Speedychart refresh rate at 100, so that's still less than half. So you're going to feel it get a little bit faster at 100. for the refresh rate,
Results of
because
the
remember,
Bank of Canada
if
survey here.
NinjaTrader's default is 250 and I'm going to 100, you understand that I'm refreshing twice as fast,
6 in Q4.
more than twice as fast. I hope you guys all get it. Please type a 1 if you're getting it,
Inflation dynamics.
2 if you're lost, and
go
I'll
back
try to
to the
review
Bank
and
Canada
go
survey.
into it a little bit deeper
Balance
on that. But
opinion
those 3
on
settings
traders, future
are
stocks, +22,
the important stuff.
+30.
Makes sense?
For
So that's what Speedychart will
35%
do
of
for your
firms,
chart.
costs
It'll
would
speed
be
it up, but it'll
high
also
widespread tariff
slow down the
As a
calculations when the
result,
market gets super
45%
hot.
of
Okay.
all firms would
Here is a
increase
link
selling
directly
prices.
to that 55-second
2%
video.
of
Let
firms
me.
expect Canada to be
I kind of want to show off a little bit here. I'm gonna pause the chatter there from the news guy because he talks a lot, right? He talks more than me. Just kidding. Nobody talks more than me. Come on, really?
Greetings, everyone. I'm Monica, the president.
Hi,
of
Monica.
Readable. I'm delighted to connect with you all.
That's
through
great.
this
You're
video.
fake AI. Get out of here.
AlgoBox Speedychart improves chart refresh rates for a smoother, more responsive trading experience. Notice how the Speedychart refreshes faster, delivering real-time updates compared to the lag of regular charts. This feature keeps you better aligned with the market's pace, ensuring your decisions are always timely. Speedychart offers flexible settings to match your trading style. Adjust the speedometer threshold, fine-tune the refresh and delay rates, or choose your update mode on price change, on bar close, or on each tick. For most users, the default settings provide an excellent balance of performance and efficiency. Explore Speedychart settings to make the most of your AlgoBox experience. See you in the next video.
So let's head over there to YouTube on this, and let me show you guys the AlgoBox official channel, why you might want to be subscribed over here. Obviously, we have our, there's a playlist across the top here. You guys are watching this video with me right now. 105 watching. Hey, how about that? Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. Do we have 100 likes yet? Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. So here's where you're currently sitting, but you may want to go here and click on videos. All of these, just very clear in the thumbnail. You want to learn about the Ritchie structure? There you go. You want to learn about the turtle structure? There you go. Just every single one of these, we have made these so that they're nice and professional for you. Go to Control 4 here. All right, so we got you learn about the plover, the alpha omega continuation. You come down here and we got recency is key, piercer, masher. But yeah, scrolling through these, hopefully you kind of get it. But all the stuff that you want to learn in a quick minute. Look at the times on these. If you want to fast, like, hey, I want to learn that thing, but I don't want to wait for Vinny to talk me through the long way. This is the fastest way to learn our stuff. Here's a Speedychart booster that we just talked about there. Speedychart, nice and professional videos there for you. The whole sit out, AOC sit out, go check that one out there. Great video if you want to learn that one. Perfect plays, golden ropes, how we handle contract rollover, side wave visualizer, all that stuff right here in a quick minute scenario. These are also the videos that are included in the documentation section. If you're in documentation, you're searching for one of our topics, go to Google, type in the search. Also, ChatGPT also has our details in it. Type in, hey, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you type in, hey, ask ChatGPT, what's the best algorithmic trading platform out there? I'm pretty sure it'll tell you and suggest you to come check out AlgoBox. And then if you ask it even further, what are some of the best strategies inside of AlgoBox? It'll give you some suggestions. And again, take it with a grain of salt. If you like them, great. It really, there's some of it that it's dependent on the player. You know what I'm saying? All right. Remember, it's Mentorship Monday. I'm not doing this every single day. But on a Mentorship Monday, I'm going to spend more time walking you through as though you are a new person with us, okay? But most people already know that these exist. Don't forget to print out one of our cheat sheets right here. We have 3 steps to enter into our positions in general. I want to have my 2 filters, and then I'm looking for one of these entries. It is as simple as that. It's a 3-step entry process. It's not that hard, in my opinion. It's actually harder in my... I had to, so I'm driving my family to church yesterday, and I was in our family minivan, getting all the kids in the back, and one of them was like, "Daddy, it's cold in the back. How do I?" Because it's cold, so I'm wearing a sweater today. It's very cold here in Dallas today. Just over the weekend, it's like springtime, but it's spring winter. Sprinter, okay, we got sprinter going on. What is this? Spring and winter? It's supposed to be getting warm outside. What happened to this? We got this cold front thing going on here. It's freezing. The kids in the back were like, hey, Daddy, can you turn on the heater back here? And I'm like, dude, I'm looking at the panel on my minivan. Like, I can't figure out how to do it. I have to wait for my wife to come in the car. And she's over there hitting the touch screen thing to like, okay, we're going to switch this over here. Go to the rear climate control settings. Fan on, and then temperature control. I'm like, oh my goodness. So it's harder to drive your car, in my opinion, these days with all the bells and whistles than it is to drive our system. But hey, that's just me. My minivan stresses me out. That's why I drive a truck and I let my wife, have fun in the minivan. I don't know. That's me. Anybody else got the minivan with all the kids? Type of 1 if you know what I'm saying. All right. 2 if you're like, screw you, Vinny. You suck. Yeah, so I just lost a bunch of people. So we're already down to 92 people. So my trolls must have been hanging out there on the, or y'all didn't like it. I don't know. Okay. Let's get back to it. I'll turn the music back on, and who knows? Maybe they'll come back, but we're down to 92 viewers. Let's see if we can get it up over 100. That'd be fantastic. Happy Monday. Hope everybody is doing well. We are 5 trades in. So now I'm looking for my bonus. Okay. Looking for my bonus. I want to see if I can get me a little bonus play. I'm 5 trades in, up 3K so far. It snowed where you're at? Yeah, it's springtime. It's supposed to be warming up now. Melt that stuff. Hey, thanks, Rodney. I just set out to give everyone the best. The good Lord above has given us the best, and the rest is the rest. I give him all the glory. I just happen to be in the right place at the right time, and just open vessel to go, what do you want me to create? Put it into my mind, and let's go. All right, we are at the open line now. Look at this. This is wild. We have been up. We have been back down. Look at this. Crazy. So we went on a tear to the upside. And then coming all the way back down. Okay, Jagged on the tape. Jagged on the tape. Everybody type Jagged in the chat. I'm going to type it myself. Look. Do you see the Jagged? Type a 1 and type the word Jagged. Fingers off the keys here for a moment. Let's wait for the setup. Let's look for the trap. I'm typing it in the chat as well. I'm going to spam the chat with Jagged. The Jagged warning is coming in. Can't say I didn't tell you. Warning. It's coming. Jagged warning on MACV. Here it comes. Wow, look at that. It already, wow, there it went. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. It got wild. Holy shnikes. Okay, back to green arrow. 18.8. Hit its target. I would like to get my dream panel back here. I've got my Enigma panel here, which is cool. But you notice it doesn't have near as many buttons. It's not near as cool as my dream panel. It's like got my little comfort blanket. I'm missing my comfort blanket. Missing my little comfy, cozy blanket there. Okay, more Jagged. Wait. No, it's not quite Jagged, but we are getting some interesting activity here inside of the fiddle zone. So remember, inside the fiddle zone, I want 2 things for my 3-step entry. I want to be with the nerd and the arrow. They're currently red. Okay, so I'm looking, both of these, I am looking for red here. Nope, now I just shifted to green. Okay, they're both green. Nope. Back and forth. Okay. It's moving too fast. I literally I want to sit back here and wait for this to shake out a minute here. This is wild here. We are 10 minutes past that news. Gonna come back with some bananas. Let's get some bananas, Momo. Just blinked for 200 points. Yeah, it's crazy. Pretty crazy here. So Enigma had a nice push down. Let's see how far the Enigma pushed that down. Enigma, of course I know the Enigma didn't push it down. Calm down, trolls. I know they didn't push it down. It just called the 138 tick move. That's all. Just the way I like to think of it. I'm like, yep, Enigma. The Enigma pushed it down. Just kidding. No, it just detected. Remember, we are an algorithmic trading detection system. 940 reversal, 1900 ticks. My goodness, wasn't that crazy? It was wild. Good morning, Simi. Hey, I just saw your note there this morning to me. Are you out here in live stream with us here today? A little wild day for the new folks, so calm down a little bit. This is not outside the norm. You listening in? So I'm typing it to him. You listening in? Whoops, sorry for the caps. I had caps lock turned on. Awesome. He says he's listening in. Great to have you with us, my friend. All right. You were typing on the live stream? Oh, type it again in the live stream. I missed you there this morning. I don't think I got to say good morning to you there yet. I hope we didn't ban your account. There was some wild stuff that happened on Friday. I think we might need to unban your account. What was the name? Yeah, it's not showing. So sorry about that. Let me unban you. I think you got caught up in the... he's laughing. Yeah, we kind of got off to a rough start. My apologies. It's my fault. All right. Yeah, I think I banned you. I'll get you sorted. Can you type the Discord name for me? What was the... I'm sorry, not the Discord name. What was the YouTube name? I'm going to go into there and see if I can find your name. Garbs? Okay. Eddie, are you here? Can you go into the ban list there and find Garbs? Typing it there in the chat that he typed over to me and unban Garbs. Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate it, sir. All right, Eddie is on it. Our awesome COO. Our operations officer is on it for you, my friend. Head of ops. He's OPP, baby. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. I'm from the 70s and 80s, baby. All right, I'm gonna go to the next song. I don't like that one. Not that I don't like it. It's just it's not my speed right about now. Okay, we just touched the open. Let's see what happens. Oh, the open is saying I got a short right here. Is this one going to be my bonus? I'm looking for a shot. I should have hit it. I should have hit that. I hesitated. I should have taken it. Remember, on my bonus, I'm trying to look for something absolutely perfect. That was a great one. That was a great one. We got the double reds. We had reds in front, and then we got this one right there. Let me see if it's going to give me another shot at it. Would have been an easy 20 ticks. I'm a fool. Right there at the open. If I get another one back behind it. Let's see. Currently green. and green. So I'm actually looking to the long side, which just feels a little bit weird as we came up into the open. First one would have been an easy one. Now it might be a little more difficult. Looking to the long side, looking for a play. You think it's the doji day? So you think we'll just settle at the open? Or what's your call there, Dr. M? Both sides till 2 p.m. I see your take, and I'll raise you a, here we go. I'm going to go for this one for my bonus. Let's see if we can get some. I'll take a 1K off of the top. 4K on the day on a, what is that right there? Come on, pop quiz. What's the name of that play right there? What's it called? It's a little bit tricky. It's not, well, I don't know. What do you guys think? What is that called? Let's see who gets it. Type it there in the chat. Pablo knows. Pablo knows. It didn't trick Pablo. That was a MoonShot short. That is correct. MoonShot. MoonShot, baby. It's not just an Enigma. It's a MoonShot. Why? It was the killer combo. We got the combo of the Enigma plus the order flow event. We got the trifecta right there. The combo. Combo breaker. We got the moon plus the shot. Bam. Plus, we got that little reticle. That target reticle right there. Playing the video game. Ready, set, aim, fire. Number 6. Bonus play on the day. And we're up 4K. That's what I am talking about. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. How do you guys like it? If you like it, type a 1 if you're having fun. 2 if we need to review. And let's get a little, I need to celebrate a little bit sometimes. Sometimes I need to celebrate just a little bit. So allow me, if you will, to just oblige me for a moment. Beautiful play. Oh. Yeah. Nothing wrong with celebrating your wins.
You got this, baby. I know it's been crazy. You don't see me, it's exhausting. City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is popping. You keep making plans, babe, I'm sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love it when you talk. No matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not home. I know I can't let go without you near me alone. I'm holding on your tricks, got me 10 feet off the ground. Now I'm seeing how you play. AlgoBox, you turn it all around. You tell me that you need me, then you go and show me how. Wait, you tell me that it's easy, didn't.
Oh yeah, we're back. We're back. My bad. Oh, I was definitely not singing along. Absolutely not. Eddie, his Discord username is Simi, S-I-M-I. Yeah, it might be hard to find in there on YouTube. There's after the troll farm that came in on Friday, we had over 300 accounts banned in a matter of I don't know how many hours, how many minutes, but yeah. So there's a pretty full list in there.
It's too late.
Yeah, 400 in there now. Yeah, it's hard. We'll figure it out. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. I might have to Google around, or maybe Eddie, if you want to search, ask ChatGPT how to go through that list or something like that, or how to export it. There's several. I'm thinking of several options there, but we're gonna have to go high IQ play to unban. We also need to find Missile in there. Missile also got caught up in the band that was going on Friday. That was a massive troll farm. It was crazy. They tried so hard. Yeah, a little disruptive, but whatever. Ten feet off the ground.
AlgoBox makes trading like a game. Join us now and see what can be found. AlgoBox and never miss the game.
10:51 EST. How is everybody doing? I feel like I need a little bit of coffee refill. Will you guys oblige me for a moment while I grab a coffee? I think I might go into stand-up desk mode as well. Can I grab you guys a coffee? What kind of coffee do you take? Somebody, you guys type it in the chat there. What kind of coffee do you like? And I'll grab you a coffee while I'm there. I'm gonna press the stand-up desk renator, and there I go. Know what to do.
AlgoBoxers, light it up. Woo! Smash the like button. Clickety clap, tappity tap. Smash that like, don't hold it back. Bippity bop, flippity flap. Hit the like button, make it snap. Tickety tock, hit that spot. Like it up, don't let it rot. Tappity tap, just one shot. Hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go.
All right. Stand-up desk mode activated. Oh, I need some stretching. Oh. All right, you guys gonna let me grab a coffee? Y'all behave now. I'll be back. Smash that like button. That's the rules while I'm gone. We got to get the smashing likes. Go ahead and share it out. Press the share button. Just create a post somewhere. Doesn't matter where. Just tell YouTube that we're having a good time. Be right back with my coffee. I'll bring you some too. Tell me how you like your coffee. You like it with hazelnut? I'm a hazelnut guy myself. Tell me what's the best coffee, because I kind of want to try something new. So tell me something I can try when I get back.
Clickety clap, tappity tap, smash that like, don't hold it back. Bippity bop, flippity flap, hit the like button, make it snap. Tickety talk, hit that spot, like it up, don't let it rot. Tappity tap, just one shot, hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go. Smash the like button. Smash. What it? Hold up. Smash. Smash. 1, 2, the like button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yo, hit it now. I saw him tap. Boom. I saw him tapping. Run it up. Run it up. I saw him tapping. Don't hold back. I saw him tap. Smash it up. Like button. AlgoBoxers, light it up. Woo! Smash the like button. Smash. 1, 2, we smash. 1, 2, hold up. Smash, smash. 1, 2, 3, the like button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yo, hit it now. I saw him tap. Boom. I saw him tapping. I run it up. I saw him tapping. Don't hold back. I saw him tap. I should up. Like button. AlgoBox, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hit that like, tap it nice. Hit that like, don't think twice. Hit that like, boom. Hit that tap, tap. Hit that like, smash, smash, smash. Hit that like, button. Tap it up, tap it down. Smash that like, shake the ground. Hit that like, boom. Hit that. Hit that like, one click, one tap, let's go. One click, one tap, let's go. One touch. Oh, light it up. Oh, smash the like button. Clickety clap, tappity tap. Smash that like, don't hold it back. Bippity bop, flippity flap. Hit the like button, make it snap. AlgoBox. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit it up. Hit the like button. button, make it hot. Let's go! AlgoBox. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit it up. Hit the like button. Hit it all. Tickety-tock, hit that spot. Like it up, don't let it rot. Tappity-tap, just one shot. Hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go! AlgoBox. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit it up. Hit the like button. OVER-COMPENSATED. Oh, but I got button. Light it up. Oh, but I got button. Smash the like button. Clickety clap.
Oh, it's cold. What is going on? It's Dallas. What are we doing having it this cold in the springtime? Having to wear a sweater. It's too cold. What is this nonsense?
Hit the like button.
I'm not complaining. Turn the air conditioning on for a little bit. I probably need it. All right, let me turn that music down. Hopefully everybody smashed the like button already, yeah? Okay. For those of you guys who won one of the giveaways last week, I know you guys sent me your addresses. I'm going to send you a form so that I can have some folks help get those shipped out. It's easier if I give it to them in a form. So I am going to send you guys a form to fill out to get the address. We have an official form, you know, and it puts it in an old Excel sheet so we can get that shipped out to you. I apologize. I wanted to get them sent out this weekend. We've been working on website, bootcamp prep, and I apologize I did not get those out yet. So if you are looking for them, they have not been shipped out yet, but I promise you I'm getting them shipped out this week. But I will send you a form. I'll build that out while I'm also getting the bootcamp form going, but I will DM you and you'll have that so I can get your shipping address to send you your golden knife. If you won a golden knife last week, we are getting those sent out. We have not forgotten. It's on the list. Dork, hit the like. Be like Dork. Do it. Let's see. Rodney said hit the like and ensure real-time protection is off. Yeah, let's check real-time protection one more time. Sometimes it comes back on in the weirdest of times, doesn't it? All right, real-time protection off. Video game is running at its max. Okay, Brazilian blend is good. All right, Brazilian. This song is a banger. Who made it? That would be Zed. You guys pop Zed is Dead, part of our artists team in AlgoBox Artists World. Got the songs going for us there on those. Can we get a pet troll? We got plenty of them, that's for sure. If you want one as a pet, I don't know. Iced dark. Ooh, iced dark coffee. I have tried that at our church. Our church has the iced coffee section thing, and I have tried it once, and I actually liked it. But I also was like, I kind of wanted both. It was weird. I was like, I kind of want I want a hot one and a cold one. Is that weird? Medium is best. All right. Dark, straight up motivator. He's like, I'm from the dark side. He's like, it's dark only. Dark all the time. Double dark. In the darkness of the dark abyss. To the dark side. Dark roast. Missiles in the dark side as well. Hey, we unbanned missile. Awesome. We got hazelnut. Oh no, I think he says that's good. I was just timed out. Oh, good. That's good news. Butamus. He is here. Awesome. Oh, it's a massacre of the troll bots. It was quite interesting. Mold free. Yes, I do approve of mold free coffee. Not interested in the All right. Let's see where we're at here. 11:06. We got Jagged on the tape. Missed it just moments ago. And yeah, we got a wild ride out of that. So we had the Jagged warning also. Hopefully you saw that right there. Zip. So we got the Jagged warning. And a big move. On the 89. Look at that 89. 5.7. And then followed up by the divergence triangle off the top of the Bollinger touch. And now we dropped out. This is on its fourth bar down. So that's 89 times 4. I just kind of round it up and go about 400 ticks on that drop so far. Another red ready DD pushing it down. Just got, man, these are happening so quick now. At the gym now, Dr. M. Awesome. Hey, Garbs, we can see you now. Yes. I can see you. Great to see you. Thanks, Eddie. Eddie got you hooked up. Nice job, Eddie. You put Eddie on something, it's going to get done. Greatest COO on the planet. I'm glad he's playing for our team. Purity Coffee. Protect the highest antioxidant light medium roast. Purity Coffee. Hold on. Send me a link to that. What's Purity Coffee? Let me find that. Purity Coffee. I like the sound of that. Purity Coffee brand. It's a company. All right. Is this it? I like their flat colored baggings. It said light medium. High antioxidant organic coffee. Purity brand giving a shout out. Giving them some free advertisement here today. You know, all 100 of our people watching right now. Our live streams right now are getting about 1,000 views. That's not too bad. But we want to be getting a little. We can get the word out a little bit more than that. Don't y'all think? Try to get around that 5,000 to 10,000 mark would be cool. All right, let's see. The next play here. That 14.1 was a winner. Let's see. We're on the... It's weird. I got to remind myself we're on the 6s here. Can I switch back to 3s? What's our speed? Valid speed here. Let me go to the 4s. Doesn't get too angry at me. Okay, we're here on the 4s now. A nice 10.4 up move. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get all the way to the 3s. I'd like to be on the 3s, but we got great speed here on the 4s. Here comes large king timings. Let's see if we get something inside of here. We got a large king timing zone. See if we get some ready DD help. Needed need a troll death counter. Yes. The dark kills too many of the nutrients. Oh, very good point. Yeah, the more they roast it, and the more dark it get. That makes a lot of sense. I've never really thought about that. Yeah, the more they roast it, the more they're already killing the nutrients before it gets to you. Look at you, smart guy, Paul. Oh, 8.3. Can I grab this? Is it going to give me a shot? Okay, Moon Touch. Another 1K on the day. Right there, 52.72 now. There we go. Another bonus in the bag. For a little 8.3. Remember, off of the 4s, these are large. That is a large move down there on that one. 8.3. Went ahead and snagged that bag. Top of the channel. Structure worked along with it. Again, I'm not saying it's going to move all the way down or anything, but hey, it's worth a shot there. Stop would have been right back behind the 8.3. You might be wondering, like, why don't I have stops and targets right now? Again, market's moving so hot, so fast. I'd have to move my stops and targets so quickly. So I've got hotkeys on the left hand of my keyboard here. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. I'm going to turn on my phone cam here for you guys. Again, it is Mentorship Monday, so I'm here to answer all the questions for the new folks. Let me clean off the camera there. Oh, look at that, 9.7 off the top on the 6s. Holy shnikes. Look at this one on the NQ. Just hit over there on the 6s. That dropout happened in seconds. Look at that thing. 210 ticks off of that drop, and now back up on a 1 to the upside. Look at this move, back up. 200 down, 200 up. My goodness. And you guys are wondering why I play on the Enigma Full Autos, that I just let them go side to side. There it is. Don W. Look at this. This is what I keep talking about. Why I like to run these. It's yudge. And again, but the thing is so you gotta think it through on the whole, like, side to side. These make, I don't want to say make up for, but they do. They're if you allow the big plays to play, then it's not necessarily grabbing the small bags, which is where, yes, on manual I can grab the small bags or normal sized bags with my cyborg activity and let the bots go side to side. It makes sense. One contract at a time. But on the bigger moves, one contract moving over a lot of ticks, grabbing that bigger tick bag, and without the, I don't want to say without the stress and anxiety, because there still can be. Like, it just depends on how closely you're watching the P&L and monitoring, and when the markets are going hot, how that works. It's not for everybody, but if you've got the risk tolerance for the moves, it can be very nice. Speed is ridiculous. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You've been thinking on that. Yeah, and really, it's just you got to see it a lot. And that's my experience. I've seen it a lot. I have turned it on a lot, watched it a lot. So I have more confidence in it. And the longer that you do it, obviously your confidence increases. It's like anything in life. The more you do something, more confidence you have in whatever it is, right? That's why I say there's a direct correlation in the amount of time you spend in market replay and the size of your P&L. There's triple reds into the open. Whoa. Whoa. Getting wild. Getting so wild. Whoa, look at this. It threw even the crosses are getting thrown here. This is crazy. Whoa, the bubbles are getting thrown off of the bars. I'll have to refresh that chart here when things slow down here in a minute. Wow. Okay, am I going to have to go off of the 4s back to the 5s or 6s? Getting wild. How did the bots perform? Oh man, they did good today. 18,000 on the bots today. Yeah, 18,000. Let me pull up a perf on that. Good time, because I want to be tempted into whatever's going on right here. We got Jagged on the tape. Jagged morning again. You see it? You got Jagged on the tape. Huge move coming, right? There was the warning. Boom, green, huge. All the way up to the other side on that. Let me get the measurement on that Jagged play. 191 ticks to the upside. Gigantomorphous. Okay, look at this. In Q, 25 calling the bottom right there. Level 25. Superpower monstrosity of a move off of the 25 Enigma up to the shark. 378 ticks on the 6s for that 25 Enigma. Monstrous. Let me pull the perf report for Kebu. Kebu, you still here? Type of 1, Kebu, if you're still here. Been a little late to the stream. Good to see you. That move is still going on that one. We were at 378. Now it has gone to... So fast, hardly can move it up here. 654 ticks now for the upside move on that level 25. If you don't think the Enigmas are something you want to pay attention to, I don't know how to help you. 654 ticks to the upside for the precision. You do not get more precise than this. All you ICT little Muppets, you have nothing. You literally don't even know. You're like, oh, I'm just going to keep drawing my boxes and my squares and my lines and my chart because Daddy ICT say I'll do this. Daddy ICT's been scamming you your whole life. He's wasting your time. Narcissist little... He's not little. Fat prick. All right. There we go. Let me grab the perf on that for side-to-side Enigmas there this morning. They beat me handily. For 7 on the 7th. All right, so let's zoom in on the bot stats. Everybody type in bot in the chat. Spam the bot so everybody knows when we're coming to this spot here what we are showcasing here. This is for the full auto bot. If you want to type full auto, actually that would probably be better. Can we type full auto? I apologize for that. Can we spam some full auto in the chat? A lot of people are looking for full auto, so let's help them out. Full auto Enigma this morning, side to side. What we call side to side. If you don't know what that is, just go watch our training videos on setting your ATMs or entry to opposing signal. 18,790, one contract at a time. 24 clicks. Remember, it's not necessarily 24 trades, it's 24 clicks. In this case, it is probably actually 21 trades. It's a little bit different to read on the trade count if you're talking about number of trades, because we are literally doing one contracts on the bot. Okay, so there's your stat for today. 66% today. Short side 83%, long side 61%. Profit factor, which is one of the biggest things that matters. I don't want to say the biggest. It's like you need to combine things. You can't just go percent profitable. You also have to go profit factor. What is profit factor? Who knows what profit factor is? How do you define profit factor? I define profit factor as the ratio of winners to losers. So this means at 4.17, I like to say it like this. That means that the winners were 4.17 times the size of the loser. Okay. Max drawdown. So this means not a single trade, but sometimes multiple trades in a row. Like, what is the max drawdown? Back-to-backs on losers. 3,800 drawdown relative to 18,000. It's great. It is great, in my opinion. Now, again, you may not have the stomach for that. There's all kinds of ways to go around that. You want to do micros. You want to do, end of day drawdown accounts. Like, however you want to play that. There's a lot of things. Again, full auto, I still recommend that people start with cyborg trading first and understand all that. Before you go full auto, I think you need to understand and do cyborg. Go through our cyborg trainings and then move into full auto. A lot of people come here and they go straight to full auto. Maybe they've done it before, other stuff before. That's fine. Everybody's different. I can't say anything for any individual person, and I'm not here to give you specific trading advice for you. You. I'm here to give you the tools and training how I use things, and if you want to do it my way, great. But hopefully that's helpful. Kebu, any other questions around that? And that's with only Enigma enabled. Yes. L2 Confluence, I went over this earlier with the settings, or go back to the beginning of the morning where I turned them all on. You kind of watch that all the way through. Level 2, AB3s for the settings. Enigma, entry long, entry shorts, hold to opposing signal, enter in on opposing signal, hold to the opposing signal. So signal to signal, Enigmas, one contract, 6 markets. Remember, this wasn't just a single instrument. This is 6 markets. The Nerd, NERD, 4 of them, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, Dow, plus 2 more, crude oil and gold. So the 2 golds, black gold, which is crude oil, gold, you know the deal. Any other questions you had on that, Kebu? Did I answer your question? And L2 means you need to have level 2 data. No, Kebu, listen, I would appreciate it if you're just going to keep coming and continuously asking questions, or you're not going to go to the training program and all that kind of whatnot, and you're like, you want all the answers beforehand, you don't want to go through training, you don't want to pay for training, you only want to pay for a month to go at 148. It's not going to be 148. It's not going to be 148. End of the week here, that whole price is going up. So if you're not going to jump in and go through training, listen, I don't think full auto is for you. If you can't go, I'm going to pay $148 to go through full training. This ain't for you. Okay. It takes money to make money, and you need to learn. You need to be serious about it. And if you can't do $148 to go through an entire series of training and get the access to it, so you put your hands on the tools and you just keep coming out here and asking questions that are broad stroked, here to help you, but you got to go through training. You're trying to substitute the training. You're going to go right in here. You're going to listen to what I said. You're going to go try to turn it on day one. You're going to go, oh, I don't know what to do. You got to go through training. Like, there's no substitute for that. I can't sit here and walk you through all this time. Now, if you want to go through boot camp, great. It's going to take you 20 days to do that. All right. Anyhow, you've been asking questions constantly. That's why I thought you were originally a troll, because you like come in a room and like just the way that you're asking and phrasing your questions, and you're asking all, oh, I need this, and then and then you make assumptions. You make assumptions because you don't go through training. Oh, Vinny treats his customers. I know, dude, it's not about customers. I actually care that you win. I actually care. I want your success. My mission is your success, not your buy my product. Buy my product and you fail, then I have failed. Anyhow, get mad about it, cry about it, don't care. I'm the coach yelling on the sidelines telling you, hey, get your head out of your butt. Oh, it makes me sad. I'm going to write a bad review. Do it. Do it. Don't care. Okay. But I do care. That's the thing. I care enough to tell you, don't mess it up. Make sense? Learn the way first. Exactly. You'd rather learn for a year and be awesome in demo account, lose all your money. Yeah, exactly. Because of mistakes in the past. Gotcha. Okay, cool. You're being extra cautious. No worries. But where have you ever seen, like, you can't see, this is the thing. Y'all associate me with everybody else. And this is the thing that pisses me off. I will just straight up pisses me off. Y'all piss me off. It is insulting to me to think that I am like ICT or any of these other Muppets. Do they sit here and trade right in front of you? Do they sit here and give you the tools right there that you can use for 2 weeks for free? Do they give you free Discord access? Do they give you? No, they don't. So trying to say, well, it's done it in the past with other places. I am not an other place, a-hole. I'm the biggest a-hole there is. Y'all made me this way. All you trolls. I used to be the nicest guy on the planet. And all you little dick faces turned me into what I am today. I am tired of your crap. Poop or get off the pot. I am not like everyone else. I am not like every other place. And if you keep thinking that we are, dude, go elsewhere. Don't insult me to my face. You're gonna throw a chair. You try with L334, do you recommend? So the higher, the lower you go, then the higher the L number goes in general. So if you're gonna go to 4s or 5s, then we go to L, 4s or 5s, we go down to L1. Even at 3, we could do 1, but I still do 3-2. General, like I coded the whole thing to be spot on for 2-2. It's the whole, like if you've gone through my training, you know, like 2-2 is it. Like 2-2 is the bomb. That's what I coded it for. Again, that's for I'm grabbing 20, 25 bags on those. But if we want to go beyond that, so playing with it, and again, you really just have to, it's experience with it. But in general, if I'm going down to the 1s, I might do 3s or 4s. So you're asking, do you go 3 or 4? If I were down to the 1s, really the only place that I have found statistically that there is any kind of merit in the 3s or 4s, because otherwise you're just missing out on other bags. Or if you're being extra cautious and you want to hardly take any trades whatsoever, then 3 or 4 might be your thing. You got to use it. That's why I give you literally an entire year for $14.97 before you commit to any of our other packages. But the idea there, if you want to go L3 or L4, did you try to learn English? Did you tried? Okay, sure. Did you tried? I don't know. Did you tried? Yeah, still looking for the shortcut. Even though I've made it this easy, this is the cheat for the markets. This is the cheat. And they're still like, oh, I don't know. Good. Don't. When the price goes double, because like literally, this is going to be $333 a month. Any moment now. 333. That's fine. Wait and pay $333. Do it. Fine by me. Yeah, you get free edited access to their best moments. Yeah, they're not going to do it right there in front of you. Then you would find out that their products and their teaching and their training sucks. And that their people are just out there like, yeah, I'm tired of this industry, man. People are like, I heard somebody say the other day, Vinny, your product and you are so criminally underrated. And well, I literally refuse to go handshake. I'm not going to go over to Patrick Weiland and go, oh, Patrick Weiland and all your insane antics that you pull. Please give me some attention. Oh, I'll be buddies with you. No, I don't approve of what you do. How about any of the other big names that are out there? Oh, go on an interview. With who? With who? Who, I don't want to say who's worthy, like they're not worthy of me. They interview all these other scammers. I don't want to be some listed scammer. If there's some legit group you want to have a chat with, let's have a chat. Other than that, whatever. I'm not interested. Not interested. I would rather not have the attention of the idiots and have my dignity and have my respect than to go into these ridiculous locations where they're just like anybody who wants to get on my microphone so I can get attention. I'm not interested. All right, let's see here. 11:30, bottom of the hour, 1 minute past. Let's see. Zoom out one level here. Oh, there's a nice 11.9 on NQ. Man, NQ. Enigma's printing. Let me measure that one out here. Where's that one going? 350 ticks to the upside on that 11.9 on NQ. It's just moving so fast. It's hard to look at there. All right, the Dow's a little bit slower here. We got great speed on the tape here. So let's see if we get a get ready and a take here. Inside the fiddle zone currently. I'd like to see it get outside the fiddle zone for the best play. Or if I'm going to take it inside the fiddle zone, what do I need? I need my two-step. Currently, it's green and green. So I got my finger over the buy. Oh, we just went red. As I say it, here comes the nerd coming back to me like, oh, really? You think so? Oh, red and red now. Back to neutral. So again, I'd rather just wait for it to get outside the fiddle zone and for some plays. Now we are green and green again. Crazy. So I'm going to keep my eye here on the direction filter. You know, Manny, this is what I mean. You have been around here so long. Folks, help him out. I want to prove to you, Manny, that that's already been done. Like, y'all all think, oh, I got a great idea. You know, I don't mind the good ideas, but when you assume that it's not already there, and yet it's right there in your face, what do you think that flatten all means? I got a question for you. What do you think flatten all means? I'll wait. What do you think I made that button for? To close all positions? You mean the exact thing you just asked? Hey, Vinny, you're going through each individual instrument to turn on full auto, and there are not problems with that. So you're implying that you're about to tell me a problem that we do have. But when you face a situation where you need to close all open positions, oh no, what then, Vinny? I didn't pay attention to any of your videos because I just come over here whenever I get my Holly Joe Luckies after in between my Netflix and my TikTok, and I'm like, oh, you have a flatten all button that you've said numerous freaking times, and even today and on Friday and all these other days when I'm up, big numbers. What do I press? I press the flatten all button. Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't been there for that because I'm too busy with my Netflix and my P-Hub. Okay. Well, whenever you want to figure out what that flatten all button does, you come back and tell me. Okay, you come back and get to me when you figure out what that button does. can you make it any easier on me, Vinny? Can you make it even easier? Oh, but it doesn't disable them all. Right. Well, you can just go over there and press disconnect. Or you can take a minute to, close, turn them all off. But after you've hit flatten all, okay, there is an opportunity there for maybe a second or two that, like, how long does it take you to click the button? A couple times. I mean, if you're really running all 6, like I have the most complex problem because I've got all 6. So I want to hit flatten all and then maybe disconnect real quick, which is, 2 clicks. And then I can go and click all the buttons to, disable them all. Yes, it would be great to have disable all. The problem, the difficulty with that is, like, it's not designed. So I've already made this as simple as it possibly can be because the complexity, there's a technical issue with being able to go plus flatten all, and that also means disable all things everywhere. Well, maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you do want to keep your full auto on. You just want to, like, take the profit right now. You see what I'm saying? What if I don't want, I want to flatten all, but I don't want to necessarily disable all? Okay, you want another button to disable all? We could try that. The problem being with that is to communicate from one instrument to communicate to all the others, they don't hook into each other. Now, the flatten all on NinjaTrader, sure, if you want to go strategies, and we do have strategies. If you want to run this as strategies and you want to go through this pain in the tail, and go into strategies, we have this. It's for platinum members. It's 20 grand. Okay. You can have all of our strategies in strategies, and you can put them all right here. And if you go through our training, you can put them all right here. And yes, then when you come in here and you want to hit flatten all, it's been a while since I even had to use it. Was it tools, flatten all? Where's the flatten all thing? NinjaTrader. Where did they hide the flatten all? Wasn't there a flatten all somewhere in there? I forget. There's somewhere on here where you can flatten all. I think you have to right click positions, flatten all. But if you hit the flatten all there, it will disable all. Right? Or you can highlight all, disable all. There's several ways that you can do that if you want strategies. So there is a way to do it, just not from the GUI, because the GUI is more for you as a person to have more control. It's the whole point. Yeah, positions tab. So positions, right click, flatten everything. Yep. So if you're in the positions area, right click, flatten everything, and it will. And it'll flatten everything, and disable all strategies, and that's if you implement them as NinjaTrader strategies. So there are that option. If it's really just something that you always have the problem in doing, then yes, you can. And in a wild movement day like today, yes, maybe that is super handy, but these are rare scenarios where that occurs, and it wasn't hard for me. Multiple times now. I've done it multiple times. I go over there, I hit flatten all, and I see the numbers up over 20K. I smash the button. Yeah, we get slippage on all of them. I'm not worried about slippage at that moment. It was up over 20K. It closes out at 18,000 something. The bots have done all the work for me. I'm happy on that. I'm not trying to, can you get it to limit order out and all that? I mean, we could, but part and hair is like, again, you gotta, I don't know. And then you're like, well, what if it didn't close the position? Because then there's all the what ifs. What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? Well, that's why you're there to control it. It still requires a human interaction, which is why I still think that cyborg trading is superior in general. Okay, that's what you meant on both. Okay, so you're like, you understand that we can flatten all, but you also want to disable all. Okay, well, I mean, you can flatten all and then disconnect. Or you can, implement them as strategies, because you can. We have Enigma V3, where you can, run them on all, but it's for, it's for platinum members, but, it's 20 grand. Like, well, that's really expensive. Is it? Relative to what? The system just did 18,000 on single contracts across 6 instruments. Is it really that expensive? Again, expensive is relative. If you're a business owner, you can't even buy a business. Go look out there. What's the cheapest business you can find? I remember when I go to franchisegator.com and go look at what it costs to buy businesses. Kind of a business in a box, in my opinion. But, everybody looks at things differently. And, numbers... Zeros matter. People think that zeros don't matter. No, zeros matter, actually. People freak out when there's 4 zeros involved on something, right? 2 zeros, they might not necessarily be. 3 zeros, generally they start getting anxiety. 4 zeros is where, like, the majority of all people, when you're talking about the bell curve, they start to freak out. But then there are some people who, high echelon, where 6 zeros don't even matter to you. 5 zeros don't matter to you. 7 zeros start to matter to you. You understand? There's levels. But what's really interesting to me is it's always the single and double zeros who worry about the zeros that they're not dealing with. I feel like my chart is lagging here. See if about to have a problem. What time is it? 11:41. Dr. Seuss entries. Remember, we're on the 4s. Let's see. What do I... What's going on here? Got greens on the tape here. This could be a problem. Let's see if I count ticks here. Oh, she's wildin'. What's my time? 11:41. All right, this is gonna be a problem, I can tell. King timing, they're on the run. There's finally the red. Luckily, we're on the Dow, not in Q. Snapping on me. It's like they know where I'm sitting. All right, so it took a loss on that play there. That's what I get for being all negative, having to deal with yeah, anyhow. All right, folks, not in the mood. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lance, Wasp, Curtis, G, Eddie B. I'm sending out the big H Towns.
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity, I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Delta 5 Logan. Long. Look for a long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Line down on freeze. Order filled. Target filled.